This episode I sell some wool for a tidy little profit. Dusty has his eyes set on some huge silage income. And do you ever get the feeling you're being watched? I'm absolutely loving the Massey at the minute. This little tractor is really pulling her weight. Yes, we've got the big fence, but the Massey is doing sterling work. I am just heading down towards the spinnery. I've got, what is it, 1700 units of wool on the back on the blue trailer. You can just about see in the rear view mirrors there. And we are going to offload. I think we're going to make about, I don't know, maybe $3,000 tops. But it'll be nice just to get a bit of extra cash in the bank. I have to say, I have mentioned it in previous episodes, but I am still quite disappointed with the amount of wool that the sheep are making. I don't know if that's something we're doing wrong, or whether or not it's just that we don't have enough sheep for the yields that we've come to expect, like we had back in Erlengraetz. I'm going to just turn left in here, if I remember, and then I think it's on the left again. Let's just head down here. And then left in here, I think. Yeah, this rings a bell. Let's just get round this corner. Well, I've just had to do a U-turn all the way around. That was the pizzeria and the bakery in there. I've actually taken the turning one too late, so I'm just going to backtrack on myself ever so slightly. There should be a right-hand turning down here somewhere. It may even be this track here, to be honest. Yes, I think it is. I think this is where we want to go. Come on, girl. And it's round the back of the buildings. Yep, here we go. So this is what we want, and I believe the spinnery is in here. I just want to get myself reversed up in front of those double doors. So what I'm going to do is swing around here, unhitch, and then back everything in, and we'll see how much we actually make for 1.5 pallets. Yeah, so 4 bales, just shy of 1800 units. Well, we'll just have to see what we get, I suppose. Now, reversing this trailer is never easy because the rear wheels steer at the same time. So you just got to take it slowly. Get myself straightened up. And I believe this is where we want it. Just in here. There we go. Not bad at all. $3,500. I think Dusty will be happy with that.
Well, good morning. I ain't seen you around here for a while. I hope y'all doing okay. Hi there, Woodsman. Hi there, Hodge. Hey guys, I hope you're keeping well. We got a few little things on the list today. First things first, I'm gonna move that trailer out the way there. I'm gonna be jumping in the big end later. Gotta get some grass mown. Let me bring you up to speed with the plan here now. Meadow 91, we're gonna save that for silage. Meadow number 92, we're gonna stick out for hay. Field 83, I think we're just gonna keep for grass. We've already got a lot of hay in the silo, and if we got a lot of surplus, then we can go sell it down at the animal dealer for a nice tidy profit.
I'm just taking a shortcut through the main forest right in the centre of town here. And I'm hoping that it's going to bring me out kind of near the store, certainly south of the town. It's a bit bumpy. It isn't what I would advise doing with the trailer, but you know what? It's a bit of an adventure, taking my my route through somewhere a bit different. Oh, it's a bit muddy here. Shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, there we go. Dusty's back at the farm dealing with all the grass today. I don't think we're going to aim to get all 3 of our fields mown, but if we can stagger it, that would work quite well. The other thing I'd like to get done today is to actually get some beehives out as well. We did put one down by the old market garden last month. That's worked really well so far with the apples and all the grapevines. So I'm hoping we can get one near to field 63 back on the main farm. It certainly looks like this has worked. Yes, I think I've just come out near the pigs. Is that right? No, I need to do left here. The pigs are to the right of me. I think this is near the sawmill. Just going to chuck a left here. So what I'm doing while I've got the trailer on is just a little bit of logistics. I'm going to go pick up some cheese and butter. I think we got 4 or 5 crates down there, pallets as you call it. And I'm going to get that loaded in and stored down by the greenhouses. And then again, while I've got the trailer, I'm going to go pick up some corn because our birds, our poultry, are really getting hungry. And until we get our crop in late summer, we are going to have to keep buying stuff. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 loads of butter and 1 load of cheese. Right, I'll pop inside and get the boys to load this on for me, I think.
Oh, this is field 91. This is the one we're gonna take for silage.
They do work hard down here at the dairy, taking all the milk that we produce and churning into butter and cheese. If we could buy sugar, then actually we could get ourselves into chocolate as well, but I'm not entirely sure where to do that yet. I'm going to have to investigate whether or not we can buy sugar wholesale. That'll make all the difference. Well, the boys have got everything on the back. I'm just going to finish strapping on, and then we can head over and get this all stowed away. There we go. Perfect. Let's get the tray lifted up then. There we go. Up she goes. Lovely job. Right, away we go. Now there is one production chain which is really chugging away at a real pace at the minute. I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm sure you can work it out. It's always the one that Dusty turns his hand to. That's the thing. When Dusty puts his mind to something, it often does turn out being a profitable venture. So we may head down there later on and have a look at the status of things. But for now, I'm just going to cruise up into here. Just outside these double doors. There we go. Drop that down and get that all loaded into the barn. Picking up this last one. The cheese is quite heavy actually. The butter, as we know, is heavy. We've tried lifting 2 of those before and it just doesn't happen with this little tractor. And it's also loose, so things tend to rock about a bit. Right, I'm just gonna swing this around in here, get it on the floor, and then I can genuinely just manhandle it once it's down. Certainly can't lift it, but I can kick it about. What I could do while I'm here is go and get everything else as well. We have got lettuce, we've got tomatoes, strawberries. Yeah, I think I'll have a bit of a tidy up. Now, I appreciate it doesn't make for really enthusiastic viewing, having a bit of a tidy up around the farm, but it's just that time of year. There's not a huge amount going on. And it's good just to make sure that you've got everything ready for when either selling season comes or certainly later on when harvest season comes. Most of our stuff that happens around our farm is all animal based, but we are slowly getting into the arable crops. It's going to happen, people. Stick around. So I'm picking up the red lettuce now. Most of the green lettuce is in. There's one over there which I've missed, I think. Yeah, there we go. But that's alright, we'll get there. It's just another job that needs doing. And it won't be long before Dusty's finished that first field, field 91. And then once I'm done, I can head up there and have a little bit of a mow, jump in the big end myself. Oh, that is a fantastic bit of kit, I must admit.
Well, that ain't a bad job done there. Field 91, I'm just gonna go pick up the fent, pick up the forager, then I can dump the whole lot in the bunker. That reminds me though, I still gotta finish clearing out last year's silage. Wanna get that in the silo, give the bunker a clean out. Then we got 2 whole spaces to use if we need it. I think this year we're gonna go big on silage. Grass and trees, my friends. Grass and trees.
Get myself inside here. I've picked up a couple already. There's only a few left. Got the melons and the rest of the strawberries. Going in sideways is a bit of a pain, I must admit. But it can be done, and I'm getting better as time goes by, definitely. There we go. That's on the floor, and I should just edge forward. Can't quite see from here, but I think I'm in. Let's just creep forward. Go on, there we go. Yeah, I'm in. Right, let's just lift that up carefully, back away from the edge, and there you go. You see, it's not that difficult at all. We are slowly filling up that little barn though. You'll see in a second. There we go, round that corner. So this storage area that we're using literally just for all the market stuff and the cheese at present, yeah, it's filling up. It's not a bad haul we've got in here already. Gonna have to think about some sort of larger containment for this, and preferably something which is chilled as well, so that when everything goes to sell, it's all fresh as the day it was made. And that is the last one. That's the last pallet of strawberries. Everything else is already in, so I'll get this one in, have a bit of a tidy up, show you exactly what we've got in there, and then I'll have a look at the status of the old market gardens down here. Got to keep an eye on things like the fertiliser. The water's all automatic now, so that's fine. Got to make sure we've got enough manure, which I think we have got. Always worth keeping an eye on things. Right, that's the last one there. Right, that'll do. Let's turn the Massey off, and I'll show you what we've got. So not a bad haul, I must admit. I'll do all this last one in a minute. So we've got 1 crate full of melons, and they go for quite a pretty penny, I must admit. Green lettuce, red lettuce, 3 pallets of strawberries, ready for Wimbledon. Oh yes. What have we got in here? What is that? Red lettuce again? Oh no, that's green lettuce there. That's red lettuce there. 1 big, very heavy pallet of cheese. Look, we've got our Stilton in there. We've got some Gorgonzola. It's lovely. And then we've got 4 pallets of unsalted butter. So that's not bad at all. yeah, we are going to have to think about space. So if anyone's got any ideas about where we can build perhaps some sort of affordable storage, I'd like it to be big enough to back a truck in here, because I am so keen to pick up the flatbed pallet truck that we used to have down in Ernengrat. That was an absolute diamond. By far the most useful vehicle we had there. Right, I'll just give this a bit of a nudge in. There we go. That's good enough up there for me. Lovely job. Right, let's get these doors closed up. And that is a job done. Well, that's all tidied away, so I'm just going to back up, swing around, park up, and I just want to have a quick look at the vines just to see how they're coming on. Yeah, and they're looking pretty good, I must admit. Really tasty. Yeah, really good. I'm so happy with how these are coming out. Now, we're not going to be able to mow between these rows, can't get a mower down there, but this kind of meadow grass with all the flowers is definitely going to be good for all the insect and wildlife that's around the area. In terms of our manure, we still have a really decent size here, so I don't think we need to pull any more down from the farm. What I am intending to do at some point though is maybe just carve out a proper hard standing here. We might get some concrete down and just make a bay perhaps just to dump this off. That certainly might be a good idea, something we can tackle in the very near future. As you can see, we've got more than enough muck in there. I need to top up with the solid fertiliser, but we've got plenty of bags here that I just tend to rip up and chuck in as and when we need it. Fruit and veg is all looking great. I don't think there's anything else I need to do down here for today, so I'm going to make my way back to the farm and see how Dusty's getting on with the grass.
Well, that ain't a bad load. I made sure I put the additive in this time. Should give us an extra 5% on top here. Anyway, I ain't got time to stand around talking to y'all. I gotta get on. You two gotta be back here any minute now.
Come on, girl. I think I might ask Dusty to take her in and see if we can upgrade the engine, because I do love this little tractor. It's perfect for what we need down at the market garden, but it just hasn't really got enough grunt for getting up hills, especially when you're laden. And all I've got on right now is 2 pallets of corn for the chickens. You'd think it would do it. I'm going to drop this off. I'm not going to actually get it into the chickens right now. That means getting the JCB out and putting the forks on, and I just don't really want to do that. In fact, where is the JCB? The forks are there. Yeah, I don't know where it is at the minute. So as I say, I'm just going to come up here. I shall drop the corn nearby. We don't need the Massey at the moment, and I'm going to go and see how Dusty's getting on, because I want to have a go in the Big M. Not entirely sure what field he wanted to start with. Can't hear him. Maybe he's at the other side. Well, he's not done this one, and he's certainly not done that one, so he must be up at field 91. Ah, yes, the Big M is here. Oh, I can see, yeah, so he's parked that ready to do this field. This is field 92, and he must have done this one ahead, which he has, 91. Oh, he's mostly done then. Excellent. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Right, let's go and have a word. Dusty!
Hey, computer guy, let me hop down so I can hear what you're saying.
Well, I've done most of my logistics, Dusty. We made about 3.5 grand on the wall, which isn't too bad. We do need to work out how we can up the yield, though, definitely.
More sheep.
Yeah, I think you're probably right there, but we'll get to that. I've also had a bit of a tidy up around the dairy and around at the market garden, so that everything is now into storage and out of the sun.
Nice. Thank you very much.
And then lastly, I've just come back with 2 pallets full of corn for the chickens. I hate having to buy corn. I cannot wait until we've got a crop of our own.
Yeah, we got the sorghum down in field 50 whatever, down in the middle of the forest there. That'll produce enough food for the chickens and give us some straw as well.
Yeah, that's all good, and looking forward to the next couple of months when that all comes in. So right now, do you need a hand? I want to jump in the Big M if that's okay.
Yeah, you can if you want. I was hoping I might do that next field, but fair's fair. Why don't you jump in there then? Start on field 92. I'll finish getting in the grass. This lot behind me's all going down to the silage bunker.
Yeah, good idea, Dusty. I think if we make enough surplus silage, then we will be into the money, because that does have a good profit margin.
Well, you best get on, YouTube guy. I'm stood here wasting diesel just talking to y'all.
Well, it's time to have a bit of fun then in the Big M. 450. I wonder if they do a bigger version. I'm sure they do. I think it's the 500 or maybe even the 550. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. We absolutely don't need to go bigger. This thing is more than enough. All we've got is 3 fields. And as you know, we've spent so much money initially. Right, engine on. Let's get the mowers down. First things first. Right, do I want to back up a bit? Perhaps I do, just to get right into that corner. Just get my bum into the bushes there. There we go. Right, what are we doing on this field? Did we say we were doing hay? I don't know if we need the hay. I reckon we go for more silage. Well, you know what? I'm just going to keep it in rows anyway. At least that means that we can pick it up and decide what we want to do with it. If we want to put it to silage or keep it as grass, that's fine. Mowers are on, so let's get her going. Oh, I love it in here. I'm doing a pretty good job here, I must admit. Just getting myself aligned, trying to go up and down the longest lengths as possible, just so it makes it easier when you come to pick up. Yeah, everything's looking good, and away we go. Oh, I do love it in here. It's nice and calm, it's very easy. Mowers are looking good, nice straight lines. Brilliant stuff. Get down here, turn around, and hopefully the next one should go all the way along to there. Right, let me just spin around here. Dusty's just pulled up. I'm going to take the Big M back. I don't think we want to do any more mowing today. There is that other field to do. But I'm kind of the mind that we let that grow on because it's not maximum yield yet. These 2 fields were about, I don't know, 85–90%. So let's let that one grow on. We'll deal with this one with Dusty shortly, and that one can either be for grass or for hay. Haven't yet decided what we're going to do with this. I don't think this will be silage. We could do with grass for this sheep, to be honest.
I'll go ahead and pick up this last lot here. I think we're just gonna keep this as grass for the sheep. I got 2 big loads in the bunker for silage. My aim is to build up a nice big load over the season.
Well, I want to do one last job for the day while Dusty's picking up that grass, and for that, I'm going to need the landy. Out the way, chickens. So as I mentioned earlier, I would love to get a beehive out over near field 61, I think it is. And that is all the way over there on the right hand side. Now, I'm hoping if I can place it as far this way as possible, we may get the benefits over here on this field with our cotton in. I'm not sure, and if we need to erect another one there, then so be it. But let me get around to that field and have a quick assessment. This is what you need a 4-wheel drive vehicle like this for. Bumpy old British tracks. Christ, don't half make your back ache after a while. So I'm just going to turn in here. I'm going to cut along the edge of the right hand side. Obviously this crop is in now, so I want to be careful. We've got this lovely wide verge for a change. And actually all this is good for enticing insects and bees as well. So that's why we like to leave the verges where possible. Right, so I'm thinking if I come around just to this edge, you can see the barns over there. You can see our cotton field over there. Right, I'm just at the brow here, and I think that's probably what I want. I think that will do. So this is the corner of our grass field. This field we don't own. This one between the two is owned by a chap nearby. This has also got cotton in it, funnily enough. I'm wondering if he's just trying to basically outdo us. That will be annoying if it is. Anyway, beyond there is our cotton field. So I'm thinking, I think it's going to have to be kind of back on this corner, pretty much where I've parked, I'd say. Quick check on the old PDA to see exactly where we are. So field 61 is our one that I'm stood right next to. 83 is our grass field. 60 is the one I've just mentioned, owned by some other guy. And 62 is our cotton field. So given that ultimately I think we'll end up purchasing all these plots anyway, banging it right where I am now is almost central to those. I'm hoping it'll catch 62 for now, but we don't know. Anyway, 61 is the key one. So I think right bang here will do us nicely. Right, just chucking the tools in the back there. Let me show you what I've done then. So we've managed to install a rather sizable piece of equipment here. This beehive is massive. It's bigger than the one that we got down at the market farm in the middle of town, but I think that's because we need it to service all this area. Now, admittedly, these other farmers are going to benefit from our installation, but I don't mind that. Grass is, you know, it's not going to be doing anything. And then over here, chappy boy with his cotton. I don't mind, because ultimately I'm hoping to purchase that up. I've framed this up with a little bit of plastic mesh just for the time being. I will eventually come down here and put some proper fencing in. This is mainly just to remind myself and also any other farmer, so mainly this guy here and perhaps this chap, that just let the bees settle for a bit. Don't come near them because they will not be happy. So yeah, we'll tart this place up a little bit later on. Might even put a little footpath through, I don't know, around here. Unfortunately this feels right in the way, but we can worry about that another time. As things stand, I think that's it for today. Dusty's just finishing off collecting up all the grass on that field over yonder, and we're going to get that all in for silage and hay, hopefully next time round when we deal with the field to the left of me right here. Oh, I've left the door open. So yeah, there's lots going on. It's a quiet period. It's all about the grass and animals right now, but soon we're going to be getting into crops, and I cannot wait for that. So guys, I hope you join me again soon. Hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can hit the current target. And if you want to know what that target is, just jump to the channel page and you'll see that written down there for everyone to see. Anyway, it's a pleasure having you here. I hope to see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye now.